everyone, and welcome to New City Library's National Poetry Month celebration. I'm adult reference librarian Karen Ostertag, and I curate the library's paper poetry collections. For the month of April, I'll be reading a poem a day from titles in our digital collections. If you like what you hear, you can check out the title, or check back tomorrow for more. Today's poems are vignettes taken from the poem series Mujeres de Sol, Mujeres de Oro, Women of the Sun, Women of Gold by Natalia Toledo. Olgas House. She embroidered fabrics and made hammocks. Thread pendulums inhabited the patio of my childhood. Wooden needles crossed through the uncertain cotton of those days. An indomitable woman, she embroidered the black velvet of waiting. From her hands arose a handful of shapes for the looms that dye her dark work. We slept hanging under a pochote tree near the sea. The photos of the long-haired painter, a trunk full of time, an enormous key, and thousands of hammocks were my home. Olga's wedding bed was always the source of the colors. Nadia. She sold food, made candies, and in her youth rode horses. In the seacoast alley next to the orange flamboyant tree lives Nadia, singing in a corridor of wide walls and gray balconies, solitude and her voice, a house full of lime and aloe plants. While she sleeps, the firewood burns in a clay oven. Nadia's happiness is all the drums entering the church, an everlasting assembly of crickets. Nadia's happiness is the cry of a forgotten mermaid. Marcelina, healer. Calm and lit up in her eyes and hands, being Alpha and Omega of all the skies that do not begin, do not end. Saint Teresa, child of the sea, makes herself present to gather from your hands the withered sweet basil, the purple onion, the lemons dark with gloomy skins. With the breath from your lips, you blow the dust from the eyes. You give back color and joy. You free the fever from the body, and sweat begins to find the senses. Natalia, poet and cook. There are days in which I wake up beautiful, and it is not possible to me to be that lit-up face, so I have to get drunk because I've never been able to stand being beautiful. Today's selection was from Reversible Monuments, Contemporary Mexican Poetry, edited by Monica de la Torre and Michael Wiegers, and it's available on Hoopla as an ebook. Natalia Toledo writes in her native Zapotec and in Spanish. Her work has appeared in several anthologies of indigenous language poetry, and she appears frequently at international conferences. For the past 8 years, she has honed her skills as a gourmet chef, specializing in Oaxacan cuisine. If you have not yet guessed, that last vignette was a self-portrait. Reversible Monuments is an incredibly in-depth look at the contemporary poetry scene in Mexico, a country which has been called a kind of paradise for poets. 25 diverse poets and a wide array of poetic styles are represented in this collection, from major internationally known poets like David Huerta, to young up-and-comers, to poets well known in the Spanish-speaking world who are being published in English for the first time here. There's also a healthy bilingual section included for each poet, and indigenous poets' works, such as Natalia Toledo's, are offered in their own language, in English, and translated into Spanish. That's all for today. Don't forget, you can check New City Library's YouTube channel for lots of other great material from our staff. Take care, keep calm, and read on.